it meant a lot to me. It meant that all of my efforts over the years have finally like manifested themselves into something tangible. And it was really cool to be able to play with girls from big conferences because it means that I can like hang with them and I'm just as good, and it kind of validated who I was to myself, it like made me realize how much value I actually do have in volleyball. I found out I would be playing with Team USA over spring break. I was actually sitting in my room just checking my email, which is surprising because I never do. And I saw an email from USA, and I was kind of expecting it to say like, oh, like, thanks for trying out, but, yada, yada, yada. And when I'd seen it, I was like so stoked because I had plans to like do something else for spring break, but I ended up staying here over spring break. So I was a little bummed out, but when I saw that, like my spirits lifted so much, and I was like, this has got to be a joke. Like I can't actually be playing, and it wasn't. So that was really cool. Being a part of Team USA, I just think, first off, it was just the name. I just wanted to kind of like represent the country, and I was also playing with the girls because the girls are hilarious, and I made a really good friend. Her name's Kiara. She plays Iowa State, but like just being with the girls with different cultures and seeing how they play volleyball, seeing just how they operate with their coaches, it was really cool. It gave me a totally new perspective on the sport itself, and it was a blast. Like I loved every second of it. Something that I had emailed the coaches about when they were asking us questions, like how I approached this program, and I told them that throughout the process of trying out, I didn't know whether I would make it or not, but no matter what, I would always work as hard as I could to make the team. And that meant that if I was just having a bad tryout that day, like if I didn't get my serve, like doesn't matter, move on to the next thing. And that's the same thing within volleyball. It's always about, it doesn't matter what happened before, it's about what you do now, how you do to recover. And I think just that overall idea translated more to volleyball. So I always knew that I had to recover from the next point and always look for the future, but just having that as kind of the theme for the whole event, that's pretty much what I learned. I think I gained a lot more confidence in myself, and I really wanted to bring that back to Cuse because I was captain this year, and throughout the process of training for USA and being a part of USA, preparing for USA, it was big for me to develop, not only to make the team, but to develop for my team, because I knew that I would be captain, and I knew that I would take on a bunch of freshmen, and I didn't know how quite to handle it, how to manage them. But USA taught me to have confidence and to just go out there like I know how to play volleyball. I understand what it takes to be a winning team, and overall I think it just once again validated the kind of player that I know I can be. I really want to instill in the girls a sense of a winning mentality, and that's a whole culture in itself. So I'm trying to teach the girls, like I said, like recovering from the next point and having more confidence in your game and having like a swagger when you play, and confidence and discipline. Those things have been really big, and I saw it a lot with the girls on the team for USA. And I used to come from a winning club back in high school, and that's what it was all about. So it was big for me to come back and show the girls like this is how we should play, because this is a winning culture.